Relationship in general comes with a lot of struggles, and not to talk of when it comes to a long distance relationship, which has a whole lot of complexity in it, and it can be really tough. So it is a lot harder, to be sincerely speaking. Long distance relationship are harder, and it comes with a lot of hard work and efforts, to make it work. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's good to have you here. It's another segment of Talk Relationship with G. If you're new here, you're welcome. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And to all my returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back. Yes, on this channel we film about faith, lifestyle, relationship, health, and a lot more. And if you want to keep getting, juicy them topics about relationship, about lifestyle, faith, and all, kindly subscribe to this channel, please. Yes, to get more of juicy content. I don't know why I'm so happy today, don't mind me. So today I've decided to talk about long distance relationship on today's segment. Yes, relationship in general comes with a lot of struggles. Yes, and it comes with a lot of work attached to it. Both partners have to come together and work through their relationship, not minding the challenge, not minding the situation that comes in the relationship. They just have to put through if they really see that things can really work in the relationship. Not to talk of when it comes to long distance relationship, when partners are far apart, they are miles away from each other, maybe to pursue career, maybe on certain reasons, actually. So it really comes with a lot of hard work. Long distance relationship has a lot of complexity in it, and it can be tough. Frankly speaking, long distance relationship can be tough, and it's a whole lot of hard work. Yes, and I'll be giving keys to make this long distance relationship work between you and your partner. Maybe you have been struggling, you have been seeing how things could go between both of you, and there are some principles attached to making long distance relationship up. So please relax, yeah, and I'll be right back to give those just content. Yes, you're welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. Yeah, so to begin with, long distance relationship are tough, and they are a lot harder because both partners are in different places. It might be different country, different city, different continent. They are miles apart. So it can be very difficult, and it can be very tough in the sense that both partners are far apart, so they need to put more effort is gathered together than usual to make the relationship work. And I'll begin with emphasizing that commitment is key in a long distance relationship. Commitment, even in a normal relationship that you see yourself, you are in the same place, you communicate, commitment is key. When you know and you are committed with that person, it's a lot easier. Even when challenges comes your way, when issues arise, you will be able to resolve them and let go. You'll be able to keep your relationship going. So commitment is very key when it comes to long distance relationship. And I'll be talking also about trust is very vital in a relationship. Trust is what gives you confidence in that partner, in that person. Trust is what backs you. Trust is something you work at. You as a person, you have to be trustworthy. You have to be accountable to your partner. Don't approach a relationship with the thought that no man can be trusted. Yes, on this I'm talking to ladies. Don't approach a man, because we have this mentality that no man can be trusted. They will always have this their part. Don't go into a relationship with that approach that no man can be trusted. You as a person, you have to be trustworthy. Like it is usually said, trust is earned. So you have to protect yourself. You have to be trustworthy to earn another person's trust. Distance has the ability to break bonds, to break trust, as it pushes us further away from each other, not just physically but also emotionally. And most times relationship is affected by time differences, conflicts, work schedules, and different energy that comes with it. And that is why there is a great influence in distance. There is this connection that comes with communication, and when all of this happens, distance sets in. There's so much that goes into a long distance relationship. There's a lot of questions to be asked and answered, and in a long distance relationship, make communication your priority. Yes, you have to be honest with yourself. Both partners have to be honest. You have to up your communication skills. For example, are you a kind of person that you are comfortable with the morning text messages, or before going to bed you have to hear from your partner? Talk about it. Be honest with yourself. Know what works for you when it comes to communication. And there's something that is called structure. You have to fix your talk time. Discuss your talking times when it is convenient for you to talk, by what means it is that you want to communicate with your partner, whether it is through texting, whether it is through calls, the phone calls, or whether it is through video messages or social media. You have to talk about those things, and you have to be honest with yourself. Check out your work schedules, fix your talk times, discuss about it. In a relationship, one thing I've come to understand about creating structures is that it's clears confusion. Yes, you can also agree on when to see each other as persons. You have to be spontaneous in your relationship. Plan fun times together. You don't have to see each other physically before you plan fun times together. You can either pick a book to read together, and then maybe when you're less busy or at weekends, you can summarize the book together, share what you learned in the book. You can play games, you can discuss on fun things. Be spontaneous in your relationship, because it helps you to add spice and flavor to your relationship. Another thing you have to look out for when it comes to a long distance relationship is set a plan. Discuss upfront. If it's a partner moving abroad for a career advancement, set a plan. What is the span of this distance? Is it going to be 3 years? Is it going to be 5 years? Is it going to be 6 months? Set a plan. Who moves to whom? Who is going to, how often are we going to visit ourselves? You have to discuss upfront. And then you also have to look out for certain things, because funny enough, life throws so many things at us. As time goes on, change will occur. So you have to set plan for yourself. And another thing is defining all boundaries. What you engage in, what works for you. You have to discuss what you can take and what you cannot take. You have to discuss how you relate with other individuals around you. When both partners are far apart, you don't have to be making assumptions of, I don't know what he's doing right now, I don't know where he is right now, I don't know who she's with right now. You have to make room to define boundaries, all boundaries around you. It's not easy, certainly, but with efforts and hard work, with a lot of commitment and communication, you have to make your relationship work. There are principles that accompany long distance relationship. Yes, if the relationship matters, the distance doesn't, because it is lack of communication that breaks relationship, and not even the distance. You don't let being far away from someone push you to be farther away from the person emotionally, because you have to prioritize each other. You have to make room for each other. And when you have the opportunity of coming together for little times, make the best moments of it, make the best opportunity out of it, make fun times, share moments of joy together. And remember to also build your personal life, and let the other person build theirs. Don't over around your partner, because you don't have to always check up on your partner. Let me see what this person is doing. It becomes suffocating, so to say. You have to invest in yourself Have friends around when you are not with your partner, when you're not communicating with your partner. Have your friends around, have colleagues around that you can talk to. You don't have, it's not every time you bugging your partner. It's not every time you have to be clinching onto your partner. You have to invest in your own personal self. Don't take control of your partner's life, because you are distance apart, but that does not necessarily mean you have to bug your partner at every time. Get friends around. There are certain things you can also discuss with your friend, and maybe later at night when you have time to discuss with your partner, you can then give your partner the full gist. So have friends around. You also have to talk things through, the struggles and hard feelings. We have to talk things through. Texting is good, but don't always let that be your standard. Texting, there are some cases that texting can be very misinterpreted and misunderstood, because maybe there's an issue on ground that both of you have to discuss, and then you're doing it by texting. You can't get that information the other person is trying to pass across, because it can be misunderstood. So you have to, take time, talk through it. Don't bottle up things. Yes, long distance relationship can be tough, but also incredible. Learn to trust your partner, learn to love and respect from a distance, because when you come together, you stand to be unstoppable. You have to discuss your future. You have to ask certain questions. What kind of family do you hope for? What kind of family do you want to have? Do you want a nuclear family? Or do you want to be isolated from extended families? How many kids are you intending to have and raise? Will you be taking helps? And what kind of helps will you be taking? Are you going to advance in your career? Will there be developmental growth? For example, like maybe professional courses, you want to go for professional courses, you want to have a master's degree, internship, whether you're aiming higher in your career. You have to talk about so many things. There are so many things to talk about in a relationship. You have to be honest about your challenges and struggles. Yes, because there are certain times that you will not be confident about yourself, especially when it comes to men. They tend to withdraw themselves when they have challenges, or when they pass through certain things. They tend to withdraw themselves from their partners. And speaking as a lady, it is not always easy. Men tend to make decisions on their own and feel like it's not necessary I tell her, and maybe later when they feel maybe they told their partner, you be like, you didn't tell me that. Now like, no, now I told you, and they didn't actually tell you. So it is in their nature, because they are nonchalant about it. But as a lady, we are emotional beings, and there are so many things that we think about, how things work. There are so many things that we think about. So you have to be honest. Both of you have to be honest about your challenges and your struggle. Communication is also key in a long distance relationship. It is very vital that both partners have to communicate. Define your communication, how long it is going to span, by what means are you going to communicate. For some, they love to hear their partner's voice. They love, personally for me, I love to talk on phones. I'm not the texting type or chatting type. I love to hear your voice. Let's talk at length. That is it for some. Why? For the other partner, it is texting. Some are comfortable with texting. They can text for hours, even when they're at work or in a meeting. They can just keep texting. So know what works for you. You have to be honest. You have to be open in your communication. If it doesn't seems right, it is not right. Make out time for yourself. You have to work at it. And in communication, don't keep to yourself. There are unhealthy signs that can occur even in a long distance relationship. I'm not going to dispute that fact. When partners begin to give excuses that no, it is because we are far apart, this is not happening, this is not working out. Spend time together, work out things. Don't give excuses because you are far apart. You have to make things work in your relationship. And when you come together, when there is a little moment to spend together, hang out, spend time with each other, know what works for the other partner, know what works for yourself. Make out time with your friends, hang out with your friends too. Know your friends, know your partner's friends, so that when you are far apart, you see pictures around, or you're hearing a background voice, you don't have to be petty and asking question, who is this person, you did not tell me about this person. Make out time for each other, hang out when those times happen, and you will see your relationship bouncing out well. So this brings us to the end of today's section. Long distance relationship are not always easy, but there are certain ways which they can work. Yes, you have to know what works best for you and bring into actualization. So please like this video, share your comments in the comment section. Let me know your opinion about long distance relationship. I remain GracieGee. Till I see you in my next video. Stay blessed.